Hello and welcome to Miniage Painting. Today I will kitbash a Bullgryn Bodyguard for my army of the Dead Militarum Army from a mostly used sprue that I got from a bits shop. Let's first take a look at what we got here. We've got the body armor, a couple of heads, both shield types, the shoulder armor, a gun, the melee weapon, and some basing bits. This is perfect for my army. Now, the first thing we need to do is cut the pieces we want out of the sprue and trim them up. Sprue montage! Now that we have the pieces off the sprue and cleaned up, let's assemble some of it and take a look at what we can do. I'm going to join the armor plates together and assemble the gun. What we're left with is a gun arm, armor, a shield, a head, and some shoulder guards. We don't have any legs or a main torso for the arms and head to sit on. We don't even have an arm for the shield, but that's where ghostly bits come in. I've got some leftover bits from a kit of spirit hosts that I chopped up and put on a Chaos Knight and a Start Collecting Militarum box that I painted way before making this channel. So I'll use the bottom half of one of these ghosts as the legs for our Bullgryn. I'll also mix together some green stuff so I can fill out the chest cavity. Let's start by mixing up some green stuff. I use water on my sculpting tools to help them not stick to the green stuff. Some people use Vaseline, but I find that plain old tap water works just fine. The first hole that I'm going to plug is the one where his head will rest. To do this, I stuck some green stuff in the area and began shaping it to look like some fleshy bits around the neck. We don't have to be too precise in this area, because nobody will be able to see it much after the head fits into the space. After a couple of test fits, I'm fairly happy with how it looks. Next up is the gun arm. Similar to the head, we don't have to worry too much about how it looks underneath the connection. We simply need a base for the arm to hold on to. After sculpting it out, we can squish the arm right into here. Now for the harder bit. At first I wanted to try and make it look like his arm had been blown off, like that was the thing that killed him. But after tinkering with making a hole and trying to make it look decent, I had another idea. What if I took the ghostly face that was on the spirit host's base connection point, and instead put it onto the missing arm? I felt that would fit in with the Army of the Dead aesthetic, and make it so I wouldn't have to sculpt a convincing looking exploded arm. A double win. With that decided, I pushed out the green stuff and trimmed away at the ghost until it fits snugly into the arm socket. Finally, I took the last of the green stuff and applied it to the bottom, creating a stable base to attach the spirit host. Once that dried, I glued the base together. I then took my knife and dug a hole into the base at an angle away from the ghost arm. This was so I could take a flight stand and eventually glue the shield to it, making the shield float away from the body. This was one of the many spare flight stands that I had acquired after years of hobbying. With that done, I removed the flight stand from the base and glued some sand down with some PVA glue. I also took the massive bolts from the sprue and put it behind the Bullgryn as some basing bits. Now I'm going to speed through the paint job. I'll use the same paint that I did for my previous Army of the Dead paint scheme. You can find the more detailed video in the pinned section there. After priming with Army Painter Matte Black, we'll do a dry brush of Mechanicus Standard Gray. Then a dry brush of White Scar, focusing on the topmost parts of the model, the face, and ghostly bits. Now we'll hit the body of the Bullgryn with Hex Wraith Flame. One thing I'm going to try to do with this guy is to put Iandin Yellow directly over the dry brushing instead of getting a solid base of White Scar. Let me know what you think of this instead of the solid yellow of the other video. While those are drying, we'll hit the base with my favorite, Druchii Violet. With the paint job finished, we'll glue the flight stand to the base, and then glue the shield to the stand. With that, we have finished our Bullgryn Bodyguard. I hope you enjoyed this kitbash video, and I hope to see you in the next one.
Cadia fell long ago. We all know this. I failed in my duty to protect the Commissar. I failed the Emperor when Abaddon sent his legions. Now though, I wake to see battle once more. My arm is gone, my legs are gone as well. Yet I still march. I march towards the enemy. I protect my commander. We fight for the Emperor, because even in death, he always protects us.
Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. What should I paint next? Let me know in the comments below.